Shadowlands, bodies broken, vampire lord, souls taken. Strahd reigns, night eternal, hero's quest, love infernal, blood moon rises, screams ignite, battle fierce, endless night. Never steel, heart of fire, vanquish doom, death inspire. Crimson sky, haunted cries, echo deep, where hope dies. Blood moon rises, screams ignite, battle fierce, endless night. Silver steel, heart of fire, vanquish doom, death inspire. Blood moon rises, screams ignite, battle fierce, endless night.
Welcome back, everyone, to Curse of Strahd. We were talking about dice, and I think dice are awesome. So,
Dice are awesome.
but when we last left our intrepid mountainous adventurers, they had started to descend Solenka Pass and came face to face with what they believed to be Strahd himself in the center of a bridge spanning an entire chasm. The group, in their cautiousness and hesitation to approach said figure, came face to face with something much, much larger. A creature straight out of myth, a fabled thunderbird of sorts, a rock, and in their attempts to escape from it and to further keep themselves safe, they lost one of their own. Speed, haste, a frantic need to depart became the prerogative of the group. And in the time that it took them to get across the bridge, and further down the pass, the rock, a thing of the past, the recent past. They could see the glowing chasm ahead of them, the glowing wall ahead of them, as well as the pristine white tower in which the next relic was rumored to be in. As others mourned, others kept to task and decided to investigate said tower. With no visible ways inside, outside of a barred door and some set windows within the tower's frame, Grimm ascended the side of the tower, and seeing the remnants of a few of the tower's guards, maybe keepers, tenders, 6 spectral apparitions appeared. Said apparitions made the claim that the treasure was theirs. And all 6 pointed accusingly at Grimm, which is where we pick up. In this instance, obviously, I need to do a couple things. One, we're gonna turn on some music here. And next, I need everyone to roll me some initiatives. Because this is going to be another immediate combat. All right, Warren, you got a 6.
Yep.
Jymbo 17. Grimm, what'd you get?
19.
19. Okay. Sorin, what do you got?
I only got a 16.
Okay. Araza.
Sorry, what am I rolling again?
Initiative.
Initiative. I dropped my dice all over the place.
Oh no!
Oh.
Dice spill. Gamer foul. Yes. Boo! No.
Roll the 12.
Okay. 12. All right.
I put my dice tray on the edge of my desk and I knocked it over and I was like, oh crap.
And I'm gonna go ahead and roll for Pilka also. She goes on a 10. Okay. So initiative goes. It goes Grimm, Jymbo, Sorin. Then the spirits, Araza, Vasilka, and then Warren. That being said, Grimm, you're up. You are up. They manifest. They appear threatening. They do not want to. They do not want to let go of whatever treasure they happen to be guarding. So, you what do you do?
Okay. Well, I still got the psychic link up, and so I will say over the psychic link. We have some company. There's ghosts that don't like that we're trying to take stuff. And then I was curious if I could do this because I got a grappling hook. If I could like disengage, hitch the grappling hook to the side of the tower, and then jump off and like rappel down the tower.
I would say, yeah, if you're going to do that as the entirety of your action, with disengaging as your bonus action, and then using your action to just kind of like scramble down the tower, yeah, I'd allow that.
Yeah, I will. That's what I'll do then. I'll take the grappling hook out of the bag of holding, hook it onto the side, and kind of jump off the side.
Okay, since we're jumping, I'm going to have you do an athletics check.
Can it be acrobatics?
Yeah, I would say you could do acrobatics with this.
23.
Okay. Yeah, you start to rappel down. Obviously, I don't think that you want to make the swift free fall and then grab onto the rope, because that would be more dangerous to you. But you're starting to make your way down. So, you have 50 feet of rope, right?
It says a grappling hook. So, and I do have a lot of 50 feet of ropes. So,
Okay. Well, the question I have is, would it make sense for Grimm to have already had his grappling hook attached to the rope, or at least one of the lengths of rope?
I would think so.
Okay. So yeah, in that case, you can go down about halfway on the side of the tower without like falling and hurting yourself. So,
Okay.
yeah. So you can be like over here on the side. Well, it doesn't matter which side you want to be on. What side do you want to be on? You're basically disengaging and hopping off anyway.
I'll go over here.
Okay. Okay, so you're rappelling down. All right, so that'll be the entirety of your turn. That brings us to Jymbo. Jymbo, it's your turn. You hear over the psychic link that something does not want you guys to retrieve this treasure, and you watch as Grimm acrobatically tumbles off the side of the tower with a grappling hook and starts to make his way down. So what do you do?
Can I see the things on top of the tower? Should I make a perception?
You can make a perception, but it's going to be a high difficulty because there's a lot of like swirling snow up near the top of that, and the height of the tower wall is going to make it a little difficult too.
So 8.
You're looking up there. You're like, you don't see anything. You're not able to perceive what he's talking about.
I don't see nothing, but I'm gonna go ahead and take my bow out, and let's just say I'm gonna hold my action. If I see anything come at us, or if I can make out whatever is coming from the tower, I will interject my action with attacks.
Okay, can do. All right. Sorin, you're up.
Oh God. Okay. So I'm going to. Well, okay. So I'm gonna go 5, 10. I'm gonna start climbing up the side of the mountain, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got spider climb, so I'm assuming you're not gonna have to try very hard to do it.
Yeah, no. And I will use the 5, 10, 50, 15. I'll go 20 feet up the mountain.
Okay. Each square along the mountainside is 10 feet. So
Okay. You want me to go right there?
Yeah. If you're gonna climb 20 feet up, that gives me an indicator. So.
All right. Can I also make a perception check?
Yes, you
See
may.
What the heck he's talking about?
Yes, you may.
All right. That is a 24.
24. Okay, so given the height advantage now, you are able to see exactly what he's talking about. You see these spectral forms. You see that there are about 6 of them. There is a lot of snow that is swirling around, almost partially obscuring them. You're not sure if they're part of the snow as the snow whips through them, because it doesn't seem like they're very tangible. It seems like they're very much incorporeal.
Was that my action? To do that?
Well, it was your action to, well, it was your movement to climb. It was not your action to perceive them, because you're able to see them. So you can perform one action.
Okay. Fire bolt.
Fire bolt. Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Is it at disadvantage because of the snow or just straight?
It's fine. It's fine. You're able to see them. They don't get the benefit of the wall being part of their cover. If you were firing from like down here, then yeah, they would have the benefits of cover, but not from up there.
I gotcha. I'm just gonna hit this one, just see what happens.
Okay, ping that one more time. Okay, that one there. Okay.
Yes, sir. All right. 16 plus 7, 23.
That hits. AC is 12. AC is 12.
Okay. Bit of overkill there. That's a bit of overkill. 18 points of fire damage.
Okay. All right. Let's. Okay. Damage taken.
That's gonna be my turn.
All right. So, as you fire your firebolt, it collides with the spectral form of this creature, and as its body, you see the heat. And this is kind of odd, because you're actually able to see how the heat courses over the shape of this creature, and it's almost as if it is so cold that it absorbs some of that. And you feel like your bolt has not done the full amount of damage. But that being said, it's their turn now. So Grimm, you are off on the side of the thing there. These two creatures are going to move here and here at either side of you, and they're going to try to attack you as you make your way down. Let's see. They have a +4 to hit. An 8 misses you, and I know a 12 misses you. So both creatures miss. Yep. These ones are still going to fly over and attempt the same. Because they are incorporeal, they can move through solid objects, so they're all going to kind of attempt this. They've seen you first. Another 12 misses. 16? Does a 16 hit?
No.
Oh, you're kind of cutting out on me there.
No, it's 16 misses.
Okay, 16 misses. Okay. This one kind of like melds through the stone, and as you're scrambling down, you watch as it reaches through the wall where you're climbing down and tries to like grip your heart. So it's gonna try to hit you also. That one is an 18 on the die +4, so that's 22. 22 hits, I'm pretty sure. And then
Yeah, it hits.
You take 11 points of necrotic damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, Grimm.
Is that 11 points?
Yes.
I have resistance to that.
Okay, so you take half, rounded up, so you take, let's see, you resist 6 points, so you take 5 points.
Okay. And then Constitution.
Yes, Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh. 11.
Okay, the DC was 10, so your hit point maximum is not reduced. And this last one, he floats over and attempts the same thing. And that is another miss. So only one of them hits you. But that is their turn. And as you're noticing, Grimm, they are swirling around almost like sharks circling in a pool. So you're at the center of it, and they just keep circling around you, passing, like phasing through the stone, and as they disappear, they come back out the other side. So they're just circling you at this point. And everyone's able to see this at this point. And that brings us back to Araza. It is your turn.
How far up the tower is he again?
The tower's 20 feet. The tower's 40 feet high. He is 20 feet down.
Okay. And we all see them swarming him?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Let's see. Well, where is my character? Oh my god. Oh, there I am. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to guiding bolt. Oh, why can't I not ping? I'm gonna guiding bolt this one right here.
Okay.
So, all right, let's just roll it. Well, first level guiding bolt.
You got this.
That's a 19 plus 6.
That hits. AC is 12.
Okay. So that is 46. Um, 17 points of damage.
17. Okay. Unlike Sorin's firebolt, your guiding bolt strikes it and illuminates the creature. You see that the radiant energy bathes this creature in its light, and it takes the full amount of damage.
Ooh.
But it does not look very good after this. It looks like it's actually barely holding on at this point. Anything else, Araza?
Let me see. That is it for me. Actually, I'm gonna move closer.
Okay.
30. My max. And I'm done.
Okay. Next up is Vasilka. Vasilka, she's being comforted by Balto and Jenna. But let's see. Araza, you're moving up, and Warren, you're nearby. So I'm going to say that you two see this look on her face. Soren's too high up, and he's kind of like focused on the ghosts to see the expression on her face, I would say. And Jymbo might notice it too, because Jimbo's holding his action. Well, actually, Jymbo, your action would have gone off because they started coming down to attack Grimm. Do you want to go ahead and take a shot at one of them, or?
You finish whatever is going on with Vasilka, and then I'll take my turn.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. I'm like, oh, Jymbo held. I'm getting back into the swing of things, guys. Okay, we've not played the last couple times, so I was a little worried. Vasilka, she slowly stands up, and she's got you guys have like draped like a cloak and everything over her to keep her from the cold. And as she stands up, her body is made of like stitched limbs and sinew. And as she stands, you see that she's got this it's a mace in her hands, and she's slowly plodding forward. And Araza and Warren, you see this look on Vasilka's face. It is a look of someone who is cold, but not in the terms of like temperature. her features and her face is cold. It looks like someone who's had enough, who has had enough. And upon seeing these things start attacking Grimm, she's moving forward. But she's moving forward very slowly, as if on new legs. So she only makes it to about there. But that is all she's able to do. So Jymbo, again, you get to take your turn. So these creatures have started to attack Grimm.
Okie dokie. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the bow and take a shot at that particular one.
Okay.
Does 15 hit?
15 hits. AC is 12.
Nice. Okay, that's 10 plus... three. So actually, it's 14. I'm sorry, looking at this. It's 10 piercing and 4 force.
Okay.
And then add 3 to it.
Okay, so 17. All right. So you hit this one here.
Yes.
All right. That was the prime target. So that one dissipates. Your bow, your arrow collides with it, and it shrieks as it's as if the wind itself takes every aspect of its being and scatters it. So that one is gone.
Okay. The force of the shot kind of it knocks Jymbo back a little bit, but he takes his back leg and he braces and takes a second shot.
Okay.
14.
14 hits. Again, AC is 12.
Yay! I didn't say which one I'm aiming for. This one.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, Jymbo is a simple rabbit. Okay, it looks like 12 piercing, 3 infused, and... one on top of that. So 16.
Okay. Damage taken. That one is still up, but not looking good.
Excellent. So Jymbo unleashes another force arrow, and it rockets into the ghost, which kind of... the arrow goes through, and, like, the ghost reforms around it. Is that fine flavor text?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because that's exactly what happens. As they are hit with spells and whatnot, they only have so many resistances, and force does not happen to be one of them. So you blast it with a force bolt, essentially, and it, even as it collides with the form of the ghost, like little chips of stone and snow like kind of fall down around it. Do you have anything else?
Woo! Blasting makes me feel good. That's it.
All right. Warren, it is your turn. You see Vasilka like making her way across. You see Sorin launch a firebolt. Araza launches a guiding bolt. Jymbo launches a force bolt. And Grimm is working his way down the outside of the tower. So what do you do?
I'm gonna follow Vasilka, and I'm gonna have the dogs follow too.
Okay.
And from my simple observations as a farm boy, would I know if my fists would make a difference in fighting these things? Because I saw Jymbo shoot one of his arrows, but
Your fists would. Oh, see, you're not keen on magic though. You would have to make a knowledge arcana check there, Warren, if you wanted to determine if you could hit them. Or a knowledge religion check. They are ghosts.
I have neither of those.
Well, I'm telling you to make one of those checks if you wish to determine if you can.
Well, I'm not a God-fearing man. So it'll just be a basic intelligence because that's what both of those are.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's just base. Like there's nothing.
No bonus. You got it.
Why did it do that? It did it as disadvantage. What the heck? Hold on.
It's okay. We'll take the first one. So the first one's a 10. With a 10, they look like they're made of snow, and you've seen ghosts before. At least heard of ghosts and things in regards to ghosts. You don't punch ghosts.
I saw the shitter ghost.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You've seen that ghost, and you just don't punch ghosts, and you'd think that your fists are not going to do anything, even though you have a ring that enhances your magic fist. It would probably, you could probably still hit them with the ring on, but you're not sure until you actually try. You know, farm boy logic. You can't do a job that you don't do. So
I would not be a potent punchable.
no.
Then I will just act on standby and kind of follow Vasilka's lead. Like I will just be on standby.
Okay.
But real quick, how is Grimm looking? Because I know he's scaling his way down the tower, right? And they're like
he's halfway
getting him.
down. He's halfway down. Basically, he'll make it down the rest of the way.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if I needed to spot him or anything.
I mean, you could. It wouldn't hurt to just be there to like kind of like catch him and scurry him away, if you wanted to.
I think I did all my movement though, and I want to save. I think I've used my action surge. I think, but I just want to save it and see.
Okay.
Just in case.
Okay. That being said, that will take us back to Grimm. Grimm, it is your turn. You are halfway down the tower. You have 20 feet left to go. What do you wish to do?
Okay. Okay. I'm 20 feet from the bottom.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to disengage and drop.
Okay. All right. So you're just gonna disengage and drop. Okay.
Yep.
You'll take a D6 falling damage unless you've got a way to mitigate that.
Can I do like the acrobatics parkour roll out of it?
I can allow you to do that for half damage, for half the D6, if you want to try that.
Okay. Yeah. $17.
17. Okay. Yeah. And I rolled a 1 on the die. I can't go lower than 1, so you take only like 1 point of damage as you fall, but you hit the ground.
Do I have like an action and movement?
Your acrobatics would have been your movement. Your acrobatics would have been your action. You have movement. Forgive me.
30 feet of movement or like.
No, you
Yeah,
got 30 feet.
reasonable.
Yeah, you've got 30 feet because you just dropped. You just dropped to disengage.
I'll run over to there. And is there anything else I could do?
Because you bonus action disengaged, you used your action, and then you used your movement. So
Yeah, I guess that's it.
okay. That takes us back to Jymbo. Because you held last time, but this time now it's you then Sorin again. So
Awesome. Jymbo is going to continue to just shots.
okay.
Everybody. I'm going. Jymbo's going to go ahead and take a shot at that guy.
Gotcha.
Hey, that's a nat 20.
Fantastic. I'm not going to have you roll the damage because it does not have enough hit points to withstand a critical hit. Because it will just be gone. And how do you take that one out? How do you take that one out there, Jymbo? I'll let you have the flavor text of however you want to take that one out, considering that I can't have you roll damage for something that's not going to last through the minimum amount of damage you can deal.
Jymbo's arms are getting tired, so he takes one of his back legs, pulls back the string with it. It goes all the way down to the ground. The bolt rockets out, hits the ghost, and the ghost just ripples out and disintegrates.
Very good. Anything else on your turn, Jymbo? You want to take out another one?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this one. Probably not with the foot shot.
This one does have the benefit of half cover because it is beyond that little arch of the wall there. But you can get these other ones though. This one's poking out of the wall. This one's like inside the wall right now. So
okay, I'm gonna go with this one.
okay.
Oh, 10.
Ooh, a 10 does not hit. No. AC is 12.
Okay, so that shot goes wide.
It collides with the side of the tower and chips off some rock and some snow and some ice. Anything else, Jymbo?
No, I think I'm in a perfect spot right here, so I'm just gonna kind of hang out.
Okay. So you're gonna hang out. That brings it to Sorin. Sorin, it's your turn. You Sorin have a clear shot to the one that's up top.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to do 30 feet down like this way.
Okay.
So 10, 20, 30. And I'm going to... Yeah, I actually will target that one.
Okay.
With a firebolt, because that's all I have. So I'm going to roll. Oh, that was out of the tray. That is a 1.
Okay. You send a firebolt and it just collides with the upper portion of the wall where it was like kind of half concealed by, and it sends snow and everything up into the air in a like a fine vapor. Anything else?
Nope. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Next up is the spirits, and the spirits are angry, the spirits are vengeful. The spirits have a fly speed of 50 feet. So let's see. 20, 25, 45. Okay. Jymbo, this one's going to fly up towards you. This one's going to fly to you, Warren. This one goes to Araza. This one's going to go to Grimm. Okay. Each one is going to attack you guys. They have a +4 to hit. I'll start with Jymbo, and then we'll work our way down. Jymbo, Araza, Warren, and then Grimm. An 8 does not hit Jymbo.
Oh, definitely not.
13, Araza? I don't think a 13 hits you.
No.
Warren, that's a dirty 20.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then I'll work Grimm. That is a 15. A 15 does not hit Grimm.
Nope.
So Warren, this owl-like creature, this spectral monstrosity, is going to deal 10 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
You cut out there for a minute. How much necrotic?
Oh, 10. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Am I sounding okay to you guys? Am I coming out like robotic or anything like that? I just want to double check to make sure that you guys can hear me okay.
You sound fine to me.
Okay.
Hey, you're clear to me. And you said a con save?
Yes, a con save.
25.
20. That's great. That's fantastic. So your hit points are not reduced. Your hit point maximum is not reduced by the damage taken, but you do take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Now, since I held my action the previous turn, do I get a reaction?
Yes, actually, yeah. So you get to use your action against the creature if you wish.
All right. It's awful rude. So, why is it doing disadvantage on this? That's weird.
Well, we'll go with the first one that pops up in the chat
Okay.
box then.
Yeah, it's not changing it for some reason.
Well, the 12 still hits. The 12 still hits.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason it was... Okay, there we go. All right, and then... Eight points of damage, and I try to, like... Again, my Fireboy brain is... I'm wearing a magic ring, so I'm gonna punch it with the hand that's got the magic ring on it.
Okay. So you give it a good swing.
Yep.
Okay.
That's awful rude.
All right. You punch it. You connect with it, but your fist, it hesitates as it like makes contact with like ectoplasm, and then you force your fist through it a little bit more. You dealt some damage, but not full damage. But that would have been your held action. So that is all of them, because the one on Jymbo missed, the one on Araza missed, and the one on Grimm missed. So that is their turn. That brings us to, in order, Araza. Araza, it's your turn.
All right. Since there's one in front of me, I'm actually going to use my new cool mace that I got and take a swing.
Yeah, hit him.
Yeah. Not with an 11, I don't think so.
No, an 11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Darn. Well, that is it for me right now.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I need to roll better, so.
Sometimes the dice are just not on our side.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought I turned my alerts. I didn't.
Swag, woman, I'm Lord of the Rings. I'm the Jarl of Whiterun.
Alright.
Holler if you need me.
Now I gotta go to my alert. I thought I turned those things off, but I didn't. Can we get a shout out for Bubba, please? Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. Alright. Araza, is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. Fantastic. That brings us to Vasilka. Vasilka's right there. She is going to swing at the one that came close to Warren. She hits with a 14. But I don't think her mace is magical. It is not. Okay. So she lets out this angry grunt and just basically swings down on the ghost. And Warren, to the same effect that you had before, the you watch as Vasilka's mace collides with the creature and kind of gets caught in the ectoplasm as if it's dealt some damage, but then phases the rest of the way through. But that is her turn. Warren, it is actually now your full turn again. So, what do you do?
Do Vasilka and I get flanking bonuses?
You have to. Someone has to be over here.
Gotcha. I always.
You could move the dog over there. The dogs count as allies. You can free action move dog.
Can I move that dog?
Can I move that dog? Yeah, go for it.
Right.
You could also move this dog here and then give Araza advantage.
Yes. Yes. Let's do it.
Okay, go for it.
I'm just gonna be punching these ghosts because they're rude.
Okay.
All right, there. It's not doing the weird disadvantage. And a 13.
13 hits. AC is 12.
With 12 damage.
Okay. The creature takes roughly half of that. It takes roughly half of that. Again, same thing. You swing with the magic hand, and unfortunately, that's all that it does. So, do you do anything else?
I'll just again kind of be on standby in case if Vasilka or anybody else needs me.
Okay.
Do the dogs, since the dogs are flanking, do they get an attack?
Yeah, they get a basic attack. So hold on.
Because damage is damage.
Damage is damage. They have a +3 to hit, so I can roll it or you can roll it.
I'll roll.
They are your dogs, so.
So here's the first one with a 14.
14 hits.
And what's their damage die?
Damage die is a D6. But also because they are flanking, remember, you get to roll with advantage, so you can try it again to see if you get a crit.
Sure, for gits and shiggles. 22.
Not a crit, but still good damage. Yeah, it's a D6 +1.
Alright. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy?
So which one's attacking first? The one up here? Or the one down here?
The one down.
Okay.
And again, that one did 3 damage.
Okay, 3 damage.
You get him, boy.
Okay, and then the other one?
And she'll... Let's see, you said 20, and she gets advantage too?
Yep.
Okay, so... Well, a 5 is gonna not do much, so let's roll that advantage again. I got 22.
Okay, that hits.
I don't know about you, but I hope the F you do. 7 damage.
Okay. Let me...
Who's a good poppers? Who's a good poppers?
I'm naming them so that way I can keep track of them. All right.
Oh, fun fact, this is the 100th anniversary of Balto's vaccine run.
Is it?
This is the 100th anniversary, yep.
That's awesome.
Isn't Balto, isn't he preserved in Ohio somewhere?
He's at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. He is taxidermied.
That's one of my favorite Balto facts. He's not in Alaska, he's in Ohio.
Well, Ohio has a lot of strange things. You know, we've got like jungle gyms and things like that. But it's a great grocery store. Anything else, Warren?
Nope, that'll be it for my turn.
Okay, fantastic. Grimm, you're back to the top now.
Okay, I will swing over here so I have advantage,
Uh-huh.
and I'll attack. (16 plus 7 to hit).
That hits. As long as the number is more than 12, you will hit. But try for that sweet crit damage if you can anyway.
Oh, that was a terrible roll. So 6, 8. 12 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Damage taken.
And then I will attack it again as my bonus action.
All right.
That's 19 plus 7. That hits. And this d4. 7 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. It is still up, but it is not looking good. Again, it looks like it's getting ready to kind of like fall apart.
Okay.
That brings us to Jymbo. Jymbo, it's your turn. You have a ghost creature on you. What do you do? I don't know if Jimbo's muted or not. Goldie.
Uh-oh, sorry, I zoned out. It's my turn?
Yeah. You're
Okay.
good.
I already have my turn planned out. I have a video I'm gonna share in the Discord on break. But one
Okay.
second, let me it's a new D&D pinball machine. Okay, I'm gonna take a rabbit step backwards. So rabbit hop, which does not provoke a tap of opportunity.
Okay.
So 15 feet,
Okay.
which allows me to shoot my bow normally. And then I'm going to shoot this guy. I'm going to
Okay.
shoot him.
All right. Shoot him.
16.
16 hits.
11 piercing, 2 force, and 3 for a total of 16.
16. Okay. That one had already been damaged before, so that one is also gone. Goldie, how do you take that one out?
Well, Jymbo goes all anime. He hops back 15 feet, and as he's flying through the air, pulls back the bow and shoots the owl directly in the beak.
Okay.
And if you want to know who did it, I did it. Who?
Who? All right, that one is gone.
Can I shoot at that one without having disadvantage? Do I have a LOS?
Line of sight on this one, you mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do. I'm just gonna... Yeah, you got line of sight. Araza's not really
Awesome.
standing in your way.
That is another 16.
That hits.
Seven piercing, 6 infused with 2 for the monk power for a total of 15.
15. That one was also damaged before, so that one is gone. Jymbo the Ghost Hunter.
Go with cross, Ghost. Go with cross.
Is that a Dog the Bounty Hunter reference?
Considering I have Dog the Monster Hunter waiting for me, yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. So that one is gone. How does Araza witness the the ghost in front of her get immolated.
Well, Jymbo, I almost called him Jojo. That's a completely different character. Off his previous shot, swivels on his heel and aims down sights, and then just shoots him in the head, and you can just hear monster kill. I'm being silly today, sorry.
You're okay, man. I think Jimbo's kind of earned it.
As Araza witnesses all that, her jaw kind of drops, and then when he finishes with his monster kill, she kind of does the golf clap.
Ross is like, yeah, good job. Jimbo, is that your turn, or do you have anything else?
I could probably run up and punch something, but nah, that's my turn.
All right, Sorin, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I am just going to shoot the one that's in front of Warren.
In front of Warren or in front of Grimm?
Yeah, Warren. Sorry.
Okay, nope, you're good.
Last minute change up.
No, you're good.
With a firebolt, so that's a natural 20.
Okay,
For
so
a 27.
So max base damage for the firebolt, and then you roll the crit damage. So what's the total?
So base is 20 plus 9, so 29 points of fire damage.
Okay, that even with it being reduced, that is enough because the creature has been damaged before. Sorin, how do you take that one out?
I mean, it's made of ectoplasm, so I would imagine that the firebolt just has enough force behind it to just make it explode.
Yeah, the firebolt collides with it, and this is not the first time that Warren has felt heat from a spell of yours. But as the heat washes over the body of the creature, Warren, you watch as the eye sockets on the owl-like head of the creature begin to fill with flame, and the entire thing just bursts. You're not covered in ectoplasm because it's gotten so hot because of the critical hit. It got so hot that the ectoplasm just vaporizes, so it is gone. Anything else, Sorin?
So I'm going to move right here. Does that take 10?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And then I'm going to go... That's 5, right?
That is 5, yes.
Okay, so 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And that's my turn.
Okay. Next up is the spirits. Or spirit. It does have its target. It's not attacking the dog because the dog's not doing a lot of damage to it, but the other creature nearby is, which is Grimm. So it's going to try to attack you, Grimm. 16 does not hit you. And that is its turn because it can't do anything else other than... Oh, hold on. It can. No, it's going to stay there because it wants to finish you off. So, that is its turn. That brings us to Araza. Araza, it's your turn.
All right, we only got one left.
Yes.
Let me see how far away from it I am. Oh, I'm exactly... Yeah, I'm gonna move up and try and see if I can smack it with my cool mace that you gave me.
Go for it.
All right, come on. 12 or better. 12 or better. Hey, that's a 14 to hit.
That hits. Go for it.
All right, a d8 plus 1. Where's my d8? There it is. 8 points of damage.
8 points. Araza, how do you take this one out? Because this one has also been damaged before.
Let me see. Well, yeah, Araza just walks up there and she's like, Stop hurting my friends, and she swings her mace at it, smacks it in the face,
Okay.
and then just watches it disappear.
And Araza, as you strike down the last creature, you watch as where the other creatures had been in regards to your friends and your allies, the snow begins to swirl, and the wind carries it all the way up to the top, up here, and you see that something is kind of held aloft briefly, and for the first time since your arrival here, you see something unusual, something you haven't seen since, arriving here. You see actual sunlight. There's a flash of sunlight briefly, and then you hear a metallic clang as something hits the stone at the top of the tower. And then the sunlight fades.
We all heard the metallic clang.
Yeah, and you heard it up here.
Are we still in initiative?
No, you guys aren't in initiative anymore.
Okay.
No, combat is over. You have felled the last of the spirits.
I was gonna say, did you guys hear that metallic sound?
Yeah.
So, do we want to go check out what it was?
Probably because whatever we're looking for should be in there. The sword.
You think maybe it's one of those walking, talking swords, and that's what the clang was? Just a sword walking around?
So, any volunteers to go up and check?
I
Anybody?
mean,
I could go up.
I'll check on the. I'll go with him. I'll go check on the talking sword.
I'll
I
go
will
check
also
too
go.
in case if there's something else in the tower.
Okay.
Because they were just from the top, right? We don't know what's inside.
That's correct. That is also correct. Again, the main door to the tower is closed. It is locked from the inside. There's no visible way to get it open because it's barred from the inside. So Grimm still has his grappling hook attached. Also, if you guys want to level up your characters now that you've got a moment to yourselves, you may. But what do you guys do? Do you scale the rope and go up to the top again, or?
Yeah, I'll scale the rope and go up to the top.
Okay, I won't have you roll because you're just gonna make it up there anyway. So, feel free to position yourself up there.
I'll just start climbing up the side.
Yeah, so Sorin just spiders his way up there.
Anywhere up here or like right here?
Oh yeah, you can get up there. That's fine.
Okay. Wait, do I have another third level spell? Oh my god, I can. I do.
All right, Jymbo, Warren, you were going also.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, feel free to position yourselves on top of the tower once you get up there. Warren, are you moving yourself up there, or?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the character level upper thing in D20 Beyond. It won't let me multi-class.
What class are you gonna go with? I'll do it for you.
Paladin.
Okay.
Do I just need to back up to level 5 so that way it doesn't mess anything up?
Yeah, back up to level 5, and then I will add your second class. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's not letting me.
That's fine. I can fix that. Class.
Are you missing a ability score for it?
Oh, it's saying that he doesn't meet a prerequisite. Hold on, I'll fix that. Anyways, continue role playing. Do what you need to do. Okay. Fixed it. All right. You should have it on there now, Warren. Can you guys hear me? Did we cut out again?
No, I can hear you.
Yeah, I could hear you.
Okay.
Do I need a refresh?
Refresh your D&D Beyond, yes.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. All right. So, the rest of you, as you get up there, Vasilka, she kind of just like sways listlessly, like she's kind of in a trance. But Grimm, Sorin, Jymbo, Warren, as you get up there, you hear the metallic clang of something, and you saw this brilliant flash of true sunlight. Something you haven't seen in Barovia ever. And this goes for you too, Sorin. You've never seen true sunlight. Because Barovia is always kind of like overcast. You know the day and night cycle, but the daylight never truly reaches Barovia. This is completely alien and foreign to you. But from that flash, you see this platinum hilt of a sword, no blade, just a platinum hilt, and encrusted in the hilt itself is this symbol, and it looks to be the symbol of the Morning Lord.
Whatever this sword is, it is of some importance. It has to be the thing that was in our card reading. Can I do like a history check?
Yes,
Or a
you
religion
may.
check?
You can do either. Either one will glean you some information.
Okay. Well. Okay. Well, history. All right. 16 plus 7, 23.
23. So, this sword, and from the reading that you had received from Madame Ava, this is known as the Sun Sword, originally possessed by Strahd's brother Sergei. In its original form, it had a platinum hilt and guard, and a thin crystal blade as strong as steel. With your high enough history check, though, Strahd had employed a powerful wizard named Kazan to destroy the weapon after Sergei's death. And the first part of the process required the hilt and the blade to be separated, which Kazan accomplished. However, while Kazan was busying himself destroying the blade, his apprentice stole the hilt and fled. Kazan located his apprentice and murdered him in the Svalich woods, and the hilt was nowhere to be found. To avoid the vampire's wrath, Kazan had lied to Strahd and told him the entire weapon had been destroyed. The blade is lost and has never been recovered. However, this is definitely the hilt of the Sun Sword.
So there are two parts of this, and we have one where the blade is. That's for us to find out. So,
They might be making the blade.
What was that?
They might be making the blade.
No, the blade was separated from the hilt by a very powerful wizard.
Yeah,
And,
the hammering, they might be making a new blade for it.
No, the metallic sound you heard was the hilt hitting the top of the tower.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
No, I didn't want to mislead you. I didn't want to mislead you with anything. No, that was the sound you heard. The hilt hit the stone at the top of the tower. That's what you heard.
And what's a big scavenging hunt in Barovia? It can't be that hard, right?
I mean, if it was lost in the Svalich woods, it's probably gone forever. You would probably die before finding anything that has been lost to time in the Svalich woods. But the hilt is there. It is laying there, and it radiates this comfortable warmth. So what do you guys do?
I will check the trap door for any traps and if it's locked.
Okay. The trapdoor is locked, but it is locked from this side. So you can unlock it. You can mess with it.
Yeah, I'll pick the lock.
Okay.
I got a natural 20. So, and you add the sleight of hand.
Yes, you add sleight of hand. And you get to add your
Okay,
proficiency
so-
bonus because of your thieves' tools.
Okay, so that is a 33.
30. Okay, yeah. So you get it unlocked very easily, mind you. Let's see. As it unlocks, it leads further down. The uppermost level of the tower, as you peer down in through the trapdoor, is an ice box with windows set in almost every wall. The rusted ladder is bolted to the floor and the ceiling, lead up to the trapdoor, and mounted above the stone hearth is a dire wolf's head, and the wind coming down the chimney howls instead of the wolf. Warren, Jymbo, are either of you two doing anything?
I'm, just gonna go ahead and, pick up the hilt since, we're here to get it. Cause Araza's got the holy symbol. So I think if each of us at least carries one of these instead of, putting it into the bag of holding. That way, you know, if we need to have it for something else, like maybe if we somehow do stumble upon the blade or something, it's like, well, we can at least have it at the ready.
All right, so you touch it.
Yeah, I just go like just to pick it up.
But you touch it.
Yeah, I touch it.
Okay. Warren, your hand touches the hilt, and almost instantly you feel warm. And being on top of a cold, snowy tower where the wind has been whipping and kind of biting at your skin, you feel comfortable. You feel like you're back on the farm. You feel like the sun is now kissing your skin once more. And as you hold it, Sorin, Grimm, and Jymbo, you notice that where the blade would be on this sword, it's almost like a beam of energy as it erupts from the hilt of the sword and forms the blade of a long sword. The blade itself, again, is giving off direct sunlight. And even though you're up on top of the tower, Araza, you guys can see the sunlight once more as it's radiating off of this sword. When you touch it, Warren, there is this faint there's this faint feeling at first, but then you are overwhelmed with emotion. There is anger, there is vengeance, there is fear, there is hope, and it's hitting you all at once, and it purposefully starts shifting through all of these emotions to see which one is resonating right now. Which feeling is Warren? Which feeling is Warren locking on to out of any number of emotions and feelings? What is he feeling right now?
With that feeling of warmth, Warren is definitely feeling like hopeful and nostalgic, like, yes, this is what, like, this is right. This feels right. Like, it's like a nice, maybe like comfy, cozy feeling, like, oh, okay, like, it's been a while since I felt this. This is great. Like,
so latching onto that feeling, there's a moment where, as the sword is projecting these emotions onto you, the one that you're feeling the most of, the hope, you know, the sense of home, you're taken back to home cooked meals. You're taken back to blankets that are gifted to you by grandparents, you know, homemade clothes, things that signify comfort, and it pulls so much together all at once that as you realize that your hand is holding the sword. Did you pick up a holy symbol back in the Amber Temple?
I did. I got his symbol of the Morning Lord.
So, emblazoned in the hilt is the symbol of the Morning Lord. And the holy symbol, where is the holy symbol on your person?
I think I just keep it in, like, one of my little, like, satchel bags, like, probably, like, around, like, where my coin purse is. It's just
Okay.
like, okay, I'll put it in here.
Your coin purse feels warm. Yeah, you're
So many ways, I'm sorry.
there is warmth radiating from your coin purse. You notice that it too is giving off this light. It is not daylight, not like the sword is giving off, but it is still light. So yeah, you realize that as the emotions filter through from the sword, that now it is latched onto something that you find comfortable, and almost as if relieving itself with a sigh, it and there's this deep exhale, and almost in sync with it, you also sigh. You sense that this sword has its purpose. You sense that this sword is, it feels safe where it is now. Whether it's with you or your group, it feels safe here. But at the very, very precipice of these feelings, these emotions, there's a sense of vengeance, and there's a sense of fear. Vengeance for what has been done to it. Vengeance against he who rules this land. And fear that it might be further destroyed. But as it lets you process those emotions, the sword blade disappears again. And it is just a platinum hilt once more. Hopefully all that went through, so that way I don't have to repeat myself again.
Yep, loud and clear.
All right.
Do I have like a loop of leather or something that I could kind of do like a makeshift like holder?
For the sword, you don't, but I think that Grimm might have something in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I'm still holding the hilt, but just kind of like more nonchalantly now instead of like really grasping it.
Firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp it. I just look over to Grimm and I'm just like, hey, do you have like maybe an extra belt in your bag or like leather straps or something?
I don't know if Grimm heard you. Grimm? He's muted.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to have to call it. I'm feeling a little sick.
Oh, no, take care of yourself. No, feel free. No, take care of yourself. Do what you got to do. I think he did post. Let me double check because he shared the thing in chat. So tell you what, guys, he's got water skins and things listed in there. I'm gonna say, just for the sake of this, he's got a leather cord that you can use for that there, Warren.
Okay, I'll fashion some sort of makeshift holder for it.
Okay. And tell you what, we'll go ahead and we're gonna take a quick break. That way we can shift around what we're doing with Grimm there. So we're gonna take a quick break, guys. We'll be right back. We'll just determine it from there. So 1 second, guys. Okay. We're back. Grimm had to obviously step away, but we're just gonna finish up a few things and then we'll call it ourselves. So, as you all are given access to the tower, Grimm unlocks the topmost portion of the trapdoor, giving you guys access to the upper floors and the lower floors also. So what do you guys do once you're there? And you guys managed to unlock the lower door, so that way like Vasilka and the dogs and Araza can make their way inside and get warm. Well, maybe not warm. You guys haven't started a fire or anything yet, but you can come in out of the mountain cold and go inside the tower cold. Does that make sense? I hope so.
Yes, makes sense. So if we're all on the first floor of the tower, is there any place to make a fire?
Let's see. So, within the ground floor of the tower, actually, I have the map for that one. So let's shift you guys in there. If it will load. It might take its time. There we go. All right. Oh. Token layer. There's Araza. There's Grimm. Jymbo. Sorin. There's Soka. Warren. There is a hearth over here that you guys can mess with if you wish to start a fire. I'll drag the dogs in. Give me a second.
All I see is a white grid.
You might need to refresh or refresh and then like zoom in and out for a second. Lately, what's it called? Roll 20's been a little finicky with that too. Okay.
Is there any wood in the hearth to maybe start a fire?
Let's see. Cold Hearth stands across from the door. The wind howls down its chimney. There's a stone staircase on the south wall. The three windows look out over a foggy sea. There's none in this hearth down here. But actually there is a pile of wood right here. So yes, there is wood for those of you.
Sweet. Araza's gonna make her way over to the wood pile and start putting some wood in the hearth.
Okay.
And ask, anybody know how to start a fire?
Sure, I have a tinderbox and a fire starting thingy.
Sweet. Jymbo.
A firebolt.
Well, I guess that works.
That's the quick and easy. It's like you don't want to light a match, just firebolt. So as you get it lit, Jymbo, you're the one who lights it?
Sure.
Okay. Jymbo, you disappear.
Okay.
Araza stands there blinking. What the heck happened?
Jymbo, you find yourself in yet another familiar area. It's a room with a lit brazier and some stones.
Oh, man, I'm back in the time room. What brazier is, or what fire is going right now? What color?
Give me a second to determine which color that one was. Okay, that one is violet. It is violet right now.
And I can probably touch it and be transported back from what I know, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna touch it.
All right, you touch it and Jymbo returns.
Hey, that's one of those teleporters that lead to the time chamber thing, the time of Wyman place.
Oh, so we've got a way back to where we need to go. so we don't have to worry about that weird glowy thing.
Or the big murder bird.
That's true. But you also still have not located the ghost, which is the next thing.
I think Agatha was gonna fill us in on that, so.
She was, but you don't know how far that hag's influence goes. I mean, yeah, you did her a favor, but Araza and Warren, as the two of you are discussing with Jymbo the implications of being possibly transported somewhere else via this magical hearth. You say the right word, you say the right keyword, and you don't get teleported to Dagon Alley or anything like that.
Nocturne Alley?
Yeah, Nocturne Alley, yeah. So you don't get teleported somewhere weird. Vasilka begins shivering. Like she's trembling, she's shivering, and the tight grip that she had on the mace, she drops immediately. Like she lets go of it immediately. It falls to the floor as if she can't bear the weight of it right now. And she kind of like crumples down, and the hood of the cloak kind of goes over her face for a moment.
I go over and check on her.
As you check on her, Araza, you notice that again, before she appeared as this stitched patchwork automaton, this flesh golem, this Frankenstein-esque monster who was crafted to be Strahd's bride. And as you go to check on her, how do you begin to check on her?
Well, I walk cautiously up to her and ask her, Vasilka, are you okay? Can I remove your hood? Both hands are up so she can see them.
She doesn't respond physically, but you hear her voice, and it sounds as if she's entirely hoarse. Her voice laden with some form of grief. And she says, it hurts. It hurts so bad.
What hurts? Tell me what's hurting.
And she kind of like slowly turns her head up, and you see that instead of her face having that odd pallor to it of like preserved skin, there is a glow to her skin, the glow that like living creatures truly have. You see that although the skin that comprised her, it might have been, differing shades because they were gathered at different times, and preserved at different times, you see that her body is now taking on a more normal appearance. The staples and stitches that once held her together are some of them you can't even see anymore. And her eyes, they lock onto you for the briefest of moments, Araza, and she says, "It hurts here." And she puts her hands to her chest, and she just kind of clutches it very, very tightly.
Let's see. I would like to make a medicine check on her.
Okay.
See if I can maybe diagnose a little bit better. Medicine. that's a 19.
Okay. You check her over, and before, when she had started to exhibit odd symptoms, such as, for her, odd symptoms are the ability to speak better, and her cognition is better. In this instance, she has a pulse and a heartbeat. And she had that before, but now it's pumping blood through her system instead of this alchemical mixture that comprised her. As you're inspecting her, you have to kind of like remove the cloak so you can like look at her shoulders and determine like if she's been like stabbed or bludgeoned or pierced by like a weapon or anything. And you're taking in inventory of her well-being, and her hair is healthy looking. Her skin, although pale, has a rosy glow to it, as if just coming in from the cold. And as she breathes, the hearth is still cold because you can't light a fire in this hearth, apparently. At least not this one, without being teleported somewhere. But you can see her breath as everything, her body is catching up. Before, you had found what you needed in the Amber Temple and the holy symbol from far before, and now that you're on the right path, you're pretty sure that by locating these things, it's connected to her ability to grow somehow, her ability to become that which the abbot had wanted her to become, and that which Madame Ava saw that she could become. So with that high check, Araza, Vasilka is becoming a real person. Like a flesh and blood being and not a construct.
I was gonna make a pea organ joke, but I don't think that's appropriate. That's
I'm going to
from Lysa P. Sorry.
I'm going to kind of like pat her on the shoulder and just be like, I'll see what I can do for your pain. Sorin, questions.
Yes.
She's turning into a real flesh and blood person. Have you ever encountered that before? This is a first for me.
I don't think I ever have, to be honest.
I didn't think flesh golems could turn into real things. Do you think it could be like something magical about this place that's doing this?
I mean, everywhere in Barovia is magical, so... When did you start noticing it?
DM, refresh my memory.
You guys first started noticing these strange changes in Vasilka. Again, when you first picked up the holy symbol from the Abbey when she had those flashbacks.
Okay.
And then there were some instances within the Ember Temple. And then most recently, you guys have acquired a new locale. You know, you've discovered this tower and the treasure within it. And it was all kind of set into motion after Madame Ava gave you your reading. Welcome back. Yeah, after Madame Ava gave you the card reading, that kind of set everything into motion. And if you'll recall, Madame Ava said that that in time, Vasilka would come into her own. Especially given that the spirit of Strahd's love interest, or the woman in which he loves, now inhabits her body. That spirit is kind of melding with the... It's like, I mean, forgive the anime reference, but it's like when a pilot gets inside of a Gundam or a mobile suit or an Ava, you know, you are melding and connecting with that thing. So she's becoming one with the body that the abbot had made.
I wonder if the abbot knew this was going to happen.
He might have. There's no really asking him now, but
Is she still, like, in pain?
Yes.
What can I do to ease the pain?
When I asked Vasilka, when did you start hurting, Vasilka? Maybe that'll help us figure out how to help.
She says it started hurting just moments ago. I thought I could handle it, but I can't. It hurts. It hurts to breathe, and my head is throbbing, and my legs feel heavy, my arms feel heavy. Everything's just and she kind of like staggers a bit and falls against you, Araza, as you're trying to figure stuff out for her. She just kind of like falls and staggers against you. She's on her knees and her hands are like clutching at your clothing.
I'm doing my best to comfort her and help her and, like, run through the spells that I've prayed for today, see if anything can help her. Let me see. Let's see. Is condition.
So to kind of save you here, Araza, Vasilka she's experiencing a large backlog of pain from basically, you know, when your body hits a point where it needs to heal. Like if you've broken a bone or you've been in a traumatic accident, her body is like literally stitching itself together on the inside.
Gotcha.
And it will pass. It's painful to watch, you know, seeing the look on her face, the pained expression on her face. It's painful for those of you to watch, as it looks like it's excruciating and agonizing. But in time it will just pass. She just needs to rest.
Okay.
Because right now, mechanically, she has a level of exhaustion now.
Gotcha. So maybe lesser restoration could help.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll at least lay her down comfortably and tell her that she does need to rest a little, and then I'll cast a lesser restoration on her.
Okay. So she lays down, and as you cast that on her, she places her hand on yours, and she smiles at you and says, "Thank you, Araza. Thank you."
You're welcome, Vasilka. Just get better. I'll be here for you.
The rest of you, as Vasilka's being tended to and kind of being put in a state of rest, what are the rest of you guys doing? Like, what are Jymbo and Sorin and Warren up to?
Were there other fireplaces in the tower?
Yeah,
Because I figure we could. We'll leave the teleportation one alone. But for the time being, like while we're searching, we can at least get a small fire going in one of the other fireplaces.
yeah, you can do that.
Whoops, wrong thing.
Oh, you're good.
Is this one a regular one, or is it the teleportation one?
Well, the hearth goes up to the second floor, and it's a similar layout to this one. So without changing maps and copying everything over, it's similar to it, but you can also go in and light that one without it teleporting you.
Okay, I'll go ahead up to the second floor and light that one.
Okay.
And then I'll have Vasilka sit next to it once we get it really going.
Okay. So she'll sit next to that one. Grimm over here. Now, what about the rest of you? Jymbo, Sorin.
I am going to climb up to the ceiling of this first floor and kind of be like, what is it? Is he called the Beast from X-Man? And kind of just be thinking while hanging upside down.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I like Beast. Hank McCoy's really cool. I like Beast. So yeah, you're upside down. You're thinking. You're getting your vampiric blood to flow to your head to help facilitate more thought. What are you thinking about?
Trying to discern, because I don't remember if you told us this. I don't know, but I'm trying to discern if us finding all these magical items is making her more whole, or did you already tell us that?
It's a conclusion that's been made. So I would say, between the events that have occurred and the way that she's feeling, finding these items is making her more whole. So yeah, that's you as a wizard with a high intelligence, that's something that you'd probably put together.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much all I'm doing. So
Okay. Jymbo, what are you doing?
Jimbo's probably laying out like a sleeping bag to kind of get ready to take like a rest, because we ran from a giant bird and fought a bunch of ghosts, and that's kind of exhausting.
Only kind of, though. Only kind of exhausting.
Yeah, only kind.
So you all manage to rest. Unless there's something specific that you need to do on your rest or something specific that you're going to do on your rest.
I think Sorin, after the hour that he needs, he would probably just go up top and just survey the surroundings.
Okay. Are you going outside to survey the surroundings or just within the tower?
He'd be outside of the castle tower. I mean, on like the roof.
Okay. You go out, and again, the wind is very, very fierce up here. You're on a mountain pass in a tall tower, and the wind just kind of like tears and rips at clothing, and obviously the illumination in this area is predominantly from the gate over here.
Okay. Can I do like a perception check to make sure, the big bad bird ain't back
Yes, go ahead and make a perception check. Please do.
around? Okay. That is a 22.
22. There is no sign of the large bird. You think that it might stick to that particular area where it was to hunt. It might have found something already. Given that you guys let the horse go, it probably snagged the horse and took it. Because you sent the horse that way to
die.
And actually, you you happen to see off in the distance with such a high check. You do see that something is making its way down the pass from up this way.
Peter, the horse is here.
Can I discern what it is, or?
Yes, you can. It is a four-legged creature. It is very horse-like. It is the horse.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, either.
As soon as I find
case,
the horse's token, I'll put it on the board. I have so many tokens. But yeah, it is the horse. It is indeed the horse.
All right. I would just climb down the side instead of going through the tower and waking everyone else up, and just go out and bring it over to where the door is, and just if I can tell it to sit, I'll sit. I don't know if a horse will do that.
Well, you go to tell the horse to sit, and it whinnies a little. It looks like it's taken a little bit of damage, but it doesn't look like it was inflicted by the claws of that massive bird. It looks like it might have just like rushed up against some rough rocks, because the scars and not the scars, the scrapes and stuff that it has are mostly on its legs and maybe towards the front or the back flanks. The back flanks or the front legs. So, yeah, but the horse is there.
Awesome. I would just sit outside with the horse until the other 4 hours is up.
Okay. And you don't wake the others. You just kind of like.
Nope.
All right. So after your watch there, well, after your 4 hours of rest are up, then you can wake up the others if you wish, or you guys are pretty safe in here. You determine that this is actually a one of the many safe places, one of the few safe places rather, that you've decided to take a rest in.
Did we ever undo the bottom door?
Yeah, you guys would have undone the bottom door because because there's the bar. I mean, if you want, I could bring the horse inside, but I'm sure that would have woken up a lot of people. But then again, this is a different floor, so.
Honestly, that is definitely what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm just gonna bring the horse in and be like, "Hey guys, I found our horse. He's not dead." Are they on the second floor?
Yeah, they're on the second floor. You would have brought the horse into the first floor, and you don't want to take a horse upstairs. That's something you just don't do.
Oh, dang! Really? Because that was actually what was going through my mind. I was just gonna escort the horse upstairs.
Horses don't do well on stairs. Horses and cows don't do well on stairs.
But what if I cast fly on the horse?
I mean, you could cast fly on the horse, and then the horse is just panic floats to the top.
No.
No.
All right. Well, I will walk upstairs and go wake them up. Starting with probably Warren, seeing as how he's the farm boy.
Yeah. So Warren, you're woken up, and the horse is there. Spirit's back.
Oh, hey. Good to see you, buddy. What's he doing inside?
Well, the only logical thing to do was to bring the horse inside so it doesn't get killed. But clearly it is unstoppable. It might have even killed the bird. You never know. But yeah, I was doing some surveying outside and saw the horse, climbed down, brought it in. So
So what do you guys do? Sorin, you mentioned that the horse might have killed the bird, and the horse has like this 1,000-yard stare, like it's seen something, and make an insight check, Sorin.
Oh God! All right. Oh, never mind. I'm good at those. That is an 18.
That might very well be true.
The horse is just wearing like a World War I helmet on and staring forward.
He's been in the trenches. No, the horse itself, it survived, obviously, being chased down by that bird, and it might have done some damage to it before it got away. It didn't defeat it, obviously, but the mention of the bird and the horse just gets this 1,000-yard stare. But
so
go on.
You mentioned that the hearth is the room teleporter, or you teleported to the room?
The one at the bottommost portion of the tower, so the ground floor of the tower, that hearth will teleport you.
Okay. Who went through it? Was it Jymbo?
Yeah, Jymbo went through it.
Okay. Well, the way I see it is that there's two ways of going forward. Is We can either use the teleportation room to go back to Kresk, or we can continue down the mountain in the cold.
I vote teleportation room.
Same teleportation.
I mean, sure, we'll teleport.
Yeah. All right, well. Now, the real question is who's going first? I think we should send the horse because it killed the bird.
Will the horse even fit in that room?
The horse wouldn't fit in the hearth. Well, technically, yeah. So the horse could fit in the hearth because all he'd have to do is just touch the. He'd have to touch his hoof to the interior of the hearth, which he could do, but then he would have to touch the flame in the brazier to teleport elsewhere.
All I
How
picture is
doth the horse hoof the hearth?
Okay, so do you have the horse hoof the hearth first? That sounds like one heck of a tongue twister.
not gonna lie. All I imagine is just one of us. If we manage to get the horse through, I just imagine one of us pushing it into the fire, and it's like, here, go into this flame. It won't hurt you.
We would have to blindfold it. Horses don't do well with fire.
Do I know blindness? I don't think so.
We just need a cloth, you ding dong. We're not blinding the horse.
Listen, okay? Make a fire. I cast firebolts. Blind the horse. I cast blindness. It's simple solutions.
They're magical solutions. They are simple magical solutions, but there are more simple solutions. But we're on the right path. So is that what you guys do? Do you go back to the teleporter room?
I mean, the ghost is the ghost in this area? We don't know, right?
You don't know. You do not know.
Well, I mean, if we go back to Kresk, I think it would be a quicker journey to getting to Agatha? Was that the person who was talking about the ghost? Warren?
Yeah, Miss Agatha.
Oh, okay. All right. And well, so there's that.
So if we're trying to determine, are you trying to determine what's going to be closer to get back to Agatha, or just safety for you guys?
I was just saying safety because we've had plenty of close calls out here. Let's just get back to Kresk, regroup, and figure out our next step.
Okay. So you guys, do you all teleport into the room?
Before we go, can we just do a good search of the tower just to make sure there's like nothing we can use?
Yeah, absolutely. I will go ahead and tell you everything that you found. I would assume that through all of this, while some of you are on watch and things like that, that you're whether it's Grimm or Sorin or you know, obviously yourself, Jymbo, that you guys would have kind of investigated some of these places. So let's see here. Other than a few odds and ends, like some old rotten bows and arrows, and like some logs for the fire, and then some of these crates that are filled with old tattered clothing, There's nothing of use in here. Yeah, there's nothing of
Well,
use
that
in there.
answers that.
So one other idea than sending the horse, which was probably not even the real idea, is I can send my cat through and then tell it to come back through the flame and kind of use it as like a, hey, is there anything in there type deal. So if we're walking into like a trap or something, I think I can do that at least.
Wait, isn't there something weird about the distance, though?
It says while your familiar is within 100 feet, you can communicate with it. Additionally, I can use an action to see through it.
Yes. So, let's see. You can choose one of the above forms. Finally, when you cast a spell, so if it's beyond 100 feet, you still can't communicate telepathically, but it doesn't go any, like, it'll disappear and go through the portal, but it won't be able to communicate with you from that side. But it can go there and then it'll have to come back, but you're gonna have to tell the cat how it works.
Well, that's just if we want to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we can always just go touch it and see what happens, because that's never led to chaos. As Sorin, that has never led to chaos. Okay. But what do you guys think?
I'd say we send ghosts because ghosts can talk to us, and the horse can't.
I mean, that's
What's
fair.
the range on your telepathic link with your cat?
100 feet.
Yeah.
And you want to send the cat through the hearth?
I mean, yes.
Isn't that more than 100 feet away?
Yes.
The cat can go
probably.
in and come back, maybe.
So your familiar is one that you can like vamp right back to you or something like that?
He would have to desummon it. He would have to
Okay.
desummon it and then resummon it
Gotcha.
again. But if he sends it through and you give it the instructions on how to use the teleportation thing, then he'll likely come back.
Okay.
Or my cat dies. I mean, or he just stays there. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cats are very finicky. It's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. It'll knock every bottle off of a shelf before it does what you tell it to do.
Maybe it will knock every bottle into the flame. It'll make us a portal out of here. Make a portal to elsewhere or something.
It could.
Well, if you guys are okay with it, I'm going to give it very, very specific instructions on how to go in and then come back. Although I don't know what color it is. So
Didn't Jymbo see the color?
Yeah, Jymbo saw the color when he went through.
The color of the flame is violet.
all right. And all you had to do was just go in and then you walked back through it, right?
Well, of course, that's exactly how I did it.
Oh, okay.
In a
All right.
normal voice.
Serious Jimbo is big.
Oh no. All right.
Being serious voice, Araza's just kind of giving him a skeptical look. Eyebrow raised and everything.
So Sorin, do you summon Ghost?
Yes, I do. And I tell him to.
Oh, what is it you want me to do?
I almost did my German accent right there. Um. So you're going to go through this little hearth, right? You're going to take a peek on the other side because it will teleport you somewhere. To a
I'm not
teleportation
falling
room.
for that again.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, you kind of don't have a choice, and I'm going to pick him up and throw him in. Wait! Before I throw him, I'm going to say, and then you jump into the flames. Okay? If you don't, you will die. Okay? You jump back into the violet flame, or touch it.
Okay. And he's like I hate you. And before he gets his words out, you throw him into the hearth, and he poofs away. Do you wait?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. It's a long time. I'm talking hours. And Sorin, you realize that you feel when Ghost desummons, right? You know when the spell is ended. It is not ended. And eventually he pops back through. The flames in the hearth ignite with a violet light, and he strides on through. You didn't tell me there'd be someone in there. Startled me.
We didn't know anybody was in there.
I didn't know there was anyone in there. I don't think he saw me, though. He's a weird one.
What did he look like?
Oh, pale, top hat. Looked kind of dapper, but until he turned around and you saw that beard upon his chin.
He's a dapper Dan man, don't you know?
But,
Sorry.
oh, he beat me to the stone, and he did something with it, and there was a yellow flame, and you told me violet, so I didn't touch it. I waited. I didn't know what to do, but he touched it and he disappeared. He went poof, gone. I'm hungry.
Oh well, unfortunately, and at that point, I just bamf him out.
Ah!
Sorry, my cat don't get the store rations. Did we ever discern where the colors went?
Yes.
Oh, we
Yeah,
did.
it's earlier in
Oh God.
So
the chat.
So there are areas within the from what you have before. Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. That's where you guys are now. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green to where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb. So from what you remember, the indigo one takes you back to the abbey. The green one takes you to the coffin shop, where
we don't go.
Yeah, Soren's like, I don't go there anymore. And right now you know that the violet one takes you to Solenka Pass. From your other gatherings, the blue one took you to the Amber Temple because you used the teleporter to teleport in there. But unfortunately, you could not teleport back. It's kind of like a one-way. So if you were to teleport back into the Amber Temple, the way back doesn't work. It's just the way to. And you're pretty sure that the yellow and the orange, and the red ones are all part of Castle Ravenloft.
Okay.
And Ghost mentioned that one of the stones was taken.
You'd have to ask Ghost, but he's gone now.
Can I bring my cat back?
You can bring your cat back.
Okay.
He pops back in and he's licking his paw. He's like, I hate you so much.
Well, deal with it. We've been through a lot worse.
We have. I'm still hungry.
Okay. And at that point, I will pull out. I don't even know what I have. I guess I have food.
Araza's
He
got
doesn't need to
something.
eat. He doesn't need to eat. He's like.
Oh, wait. Hang on a second. You don't need to eat. Why are you saying that you're hungry?
I'll feed the cat.
Okay, well, you know
I'm
what?
feeding the cat.
All right.
I like this one. And he starts like purring and rubbing against your leg, Warren. So what is it you needed? You needed me for something, to answer a question? Or are you going to poof me away and throw me into a fire again?
I love this cat. Jesus. What was your question, Warren?
You said that you saw the dapper looking gentleman take a stone?
Yes, you told me to go in and put the violet stone into the fire, which seemed easy enough. And as soon as I went over there to do so, I saw that this man was making his way down the stairs, and I hid behind one of those statues, one of those big ones in the room, and he grabbed a yellow stone. The fire went yellow. He touched it, and he disappeared.
Okay, so he just used the teleportation magic. He didn't like take a stone permanently. Okay. And where did yellow go in the riddle?
Yellow in the riddle is to the master's tomb.
Okay, so we definitely don't need to go there.
I mean, I could always send my cat there and just.
You're not sending me anywhere.
I mean, you said that the last time, and I threw you into a fire. So.
Okay, don't throw me. I'll go willingly. Jeez.
So again, we just need to go back to Kresk then.
Do we all have to throw the stone in, or is it like once it's thrown in, everybody can just
So you know that once the flame is activated in the teleporter, you touch the teleporter and it's active for a certain amount of time. I think it's like 3 minutes. It's active for 3 minutes, and then after the 3 minutes, the flame goes back to normal. Because the flame doesn't burn. It just, it changes color and it transports you from one place to another. So once the stone is thrown in, you have 3 minutes, which should give everyone enough time to touch it and then be teleported away.
So if we use this teleporter and go through, will the flame stay the color for 3 minutes, or will it like dissipate?
No, it'll stay the color for 3 minutes.
Okay, all right. I don't know if I like that.
We went through it before.
Yeah, but if Strahd uses it clearly, and he just used it, what are the chances that he comes back?
Well,
Then you go now. You don't pussyfoot around. You just go. Pitter patter. Let's get at her.
You remember that Ghost didn't return for hours. Like, Ghost didn't
Oh.
return for hours. He didn't come immediately back. He was gone for a couple hours. I was trying to make sure I was safe. I didn't want to be bamboozled or snagged up by someone and thrown into another fire.
No,
Yeah,
you
would
did
have just
good.
recommend.
Feed me, human. And he looks up at you, Warren. Very demandingly, feed me, human.
I mean, he helped us. I'll give him something.
Yes. See, this is how you treat me. Yes.
Oh, is it? And I snap my fingers on.
Does he disappear? He's like, ah! He's just gone again.
Yep. And then I reappear.
He's so rude. He mistreats me. Oh, and he rolls over on his back and he's like pawing at the air.
Warren, he is playing the victim card. You should have seen him 100 years ago. He was an absolute nuisance.
I didn't have as
Listen,
many gray hairs back then.
I just know you don't piss off a cat.
Yes. See, this human knows. Now feed me, human.
And I feed him.
Okay, he eats. It doesn't give him any sustenance, but he eats and it disappears.
But yeah, I think we should just go on through, because if Strahd went to his private chambers or whatever, he's probably going to be there for a while. So again, pitter patter, let's get at her. Let's go.
Okay, but I have a really important question. When that cat disappears, will all that food just kind of like slap on the ground?
Like in Casper.
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Don't you do it?
Yep, bye.
He disappears and there's no remnants of food left. It's all gone with him.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like magic or something.
Oh, Lord. So are we gonna go through?
Sure. Wait,
Yes.
Say again, Jymbo?
oh, I was thinking about that gate we haven't opened, but I guess if we go through the fire, it doesn't matter.
True. So what is the consensus? Do we venture through the fire?
I'm going through the portal. I've had enough of this area.
Okay.
If we are doing that, I'm gonna summon my cat and be like, "You know, you're my favorite cat, right?" And I throw him to the fire.
Ah!
I love it.
He goes through first.
Well, by all means, ladies first.
And Vasilka looks to Araza, and she's gotten enough rest, so that level of exhaustion is gone for her, especially since you cast Lesser Restoration.
I'll take Basilka's hand and
Okay.
I'll walk with her together through.
Okay, two of you teleport through. Who's next?
I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
So there's that. And then I will walk through.
Okay. Warren, it is you and the two dogs and the horse.
And Grimm.
And Grimm, yes.
And Jymbo.
And Jymbo hasn't gone through yet. Yes, sorry.
I'll go through last with the horse.
Okay.
Just to try to keep it stable.
Okay.
But the dogs can go with Grimm.
Okay. Dogs go through with Grimm. Jymbo.
Jymbo goes through right after them.
All right, and Warren, you guide Spirit on through. There we go. You teleport back into the familiar room in Castle Ravenloft. Dark. The bare illumination from the magical brazier. The color remains violet until all of you pass through. And after the 3 minutes pass, it goes back to a pale white. Ghost has positioned himself atop the brazier itself, and he's licking his paws as if guarding the stones and waiting for all of you to return. I didn't know what color you wanted, so I gathered them all up like little marbles and I threw them on the floor.
Which one went to Kresk?
The one that takes you to the Abbey is the indigo one.
Okay.
But yeah, Ghost has knocked all of the stones onto the floor.
Well, I mean, it's not going to look suspicious to anybody that comes in here and there's just a bunch of stones on the floor.
I don't see why we just don't eat them.
So have the cat eat them and then throw the cat in the fire?
Or have the cat eat them and we throw the indigo one into the fire and then I bamf him out and they're gone. Maybe.
I don't like this idea anymore. I hate that it was my idea.
I mean, I love that it was your idea.
No. Nope. I'm not eating anything. I'll self-disappear.
Can you do that?
No, but I'm going to find a way.
Oh. Okay. Well.
I'm not eating anything. Human feed
Let
me.
me-
I feed him again.
Okay, he eats again.
I think
But
I remember hearing a story somewhere that if you really wanted to go home, you take your back feet and you click 3 times.
But I don't think there's a ruby-colored stone. There's a red stone, but not a ruby-colored one.
Well, eat that one and then click your back feet 3 times.
Do I look like I'm from Kansas? I don't even know where that is.
It does say in the spell, but it always obeys your commands.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really like that idea, Ghost. You know, you should eat every single one of them except for the indigo one.
But then, you know, allow me to pose this one to you, oh wise master. You eat all of them but the indigo one, right? You have me consume all of these horrid stones, and the indigo one is left. The man who uses the teleporter, he's only going to have one place to go.
You know, that's fair. That
That's
is-
a smart cat you got there.
Damn. I really hate this cat.
You go
You know
from
what?
loving him to hating him.
You know what? I'm going to turn you into an octopus and then have you suffocate on land.
Ah!
Sorry. You know, that makes a very, very good point. Actually, what if he eats all the stones, right? And just for fun, he tries clicking his heels and then jumps into the fire and be like, well, since the indigo one was the last one eaten, it would be the one that's closest to his mouth. And then
I don't think it works that way. I don't think it works. That I'm going to tell you that it doesn't work. The cat's like, I said, no, I'm not eating any stones. If you leave any behind, it's probably the only thing he's going to see. It's the only way he's going to go.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, well.
Besides, I think the stone has to make contact with the fire. And if they're inside me, they're not making direct contact with the fire.
God, Mighty. I hate this damn cat. Anyways.
You summoned me.
I know I did. But that doesn't mean that you have to make me feel like an idiot. You're my pet, and I'm your master.
I'm going based off of your intelligence. I'm as smart as you are.
Oh, crap.
I'm so sorry.
He's got me there. Damn.
But yes, I don't think it's going to work that way. But what do I know? I'm just a cat. Meow.
One more time. Which ones are for Ravenloft?
The red, orange, and yellow ones.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
And yellow is what Ghost said that he saw Strahd use.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we ought to just go to the indigo. And I guess this time not have Ghost eat any of them.
And don't throw me into the fire. I'll go willingly. Just don't throw me anymore.
No, I'm going to throw you into the fire.
Ah! So is that what you guys do? You put the indigo stone into the brazier?
Yep.
All right. As you do so, the brazier goes from the pale white to the brilliant indigo color. Obviously, the brazier is a little bit up off the ground, but it is not to a point where your summoned creatures, like the dogs and the horse and the cat, your little menagerie of magical summons, cannot reach it. So they can reach it given a little bit of assistance. But one by one, you pass back through the portal, and you find yourselves back in the ruins of the Abbey of St. Markova. And it's late. The stones themselves have not shifted. The rubble itself is no longer smoldering. Although the smell of burnt timbers and stones still kind of linger in the air. And in those brief moments, as you're all reconnected in this area, you feel like something is watching you. And it's not Ghost. It's not Spirit. It's not Balto. It's not Jenna. It's not even Vasilka. You felt this presence before. And as you cast your eyes from the ruins of the Abbey to the switchback road that leads down to Kresk, you cast your eyes to the trees, and you see dozens upon dozens upon dozens of eyes leering down at all of you. The dark forms of ravens as they observe what's happening here. And with one commanding caw, the ravens disperse. They fly up into the sky like a dark smoke, obscuring the faint bit of moonlight that pours down. to this cliffside abbey. And as they blot out the light of the moon for just a moment, you're all left alone once more. There's a faint hint of something clinging to the air. Do you guys go back to your safe house in Kresk?
I do, especially to get Belina situated, because I feel for her safety since we lost her Rusty. She needs to stay here.
Okay. As you make your way back to the safe house that was given to you, there's a young man who is sitting on the porch of your house. He looks up. He goes, I was told to give this to you, and he runs ahead with a letter.
I hope you weren't waiting long.
Oh, I it's been cold, and I did help myself to some of the old food that was in the pantry. I hope you don't mind. I've been here for a couple days.
No, you're good.
But
you didn't upset the bathroom ghost, did you?
Oh, that's who that was. No. Oh heavens, no. I was too scared to go in there after I saw him, so I did dig a latrine though. I took care of it. I'm sorry. But yes, a letter, and then he's like, which one of you is who do I give this to? It's not addressed to anyone. It just says Dearies on it, and I don't know what it means.
I'll take it.
All right, Warren, you see the letter, and it looks to be very fine cursive writing. And you noted immediately that it is Agatha's, based upon the way that the letter is written. Oh, hello, dearies. It's me, Granny Aggie. Oh, just here to tell you that I found what you were looking for. You can find it in Brez. Take care, ta-ta.
Now, thematically, did we hear her voice when I opened the letter?
Yes.
Yay!
That's amazing.
We got a howler.
But yes, you hear from her that that what you're looking for is in Berez. Which, for your sake, is down here. And then you see a little PS down at the bottom of the letter. And don't you worry, because after all, he is a ghost. And they are the ruins of a village. Ta-ta, left some pies on the counter for you. And you see the young man, he's kind of sitting there looking a little embarrassed. It's like, I'm sorry, I kind of ate the pies. They're too good to pass up, you know.
No,
You know there's people in them, right?
Oh, Jymbo, you're so funny.
The people? Oh, no. Miss Agatha always puts love into her pies. So, yeah, there's a little bit of something in there. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. I give Jymbo like a nice, hearty slap on the back, like, yeah.
But
Yeah, that's right. She puts a lot of heart in there. Maybe livers and kidneys. I don't know.
oh, I haven't had a good kidney pie in years.
I'm partial to liver myself.
But as you guys are given the next amount of information on where you can find the next item, as this information is given to you, you notice that Vasilka, at the mention of where this item is, she visibly trembles. She visibly trembles. And I think that's a good place to end for the night, because again, Grimm's player had to go, and I don't want to advance this too far. So I think being at the safe house is a good place to stop, and then we can pick up next week. Does that sound good for everybody?
Yep, absolutely.
Does next week still work for everybody? That's the 7th.
Yes, works for me.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
What was that last part?
Just making sure that next week is still good for everybody. The 7th is next Friday, so I wasn't sure if that still worked for everybody.
Yes, that works for me.
Okay. And again, hopefully, best wishes to Austin. Hopefully he feels better, and that's where we're gonna call it for tonight. Because I don't want to progress too far, but I think you guys did pretty well. So hopefully my players enjoyed themselves. Thank you, players. Thank you, chat. I appreciate all you guys. Bubba, thank you for the raid. Sky, thank you for the raid. And thank you everybody for hanging out. So players, don't feel obligated to stick around, because I know it's late for some of us, but beyond that, I'll see you guys next week at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys need me after stream, let me know, and we could talk about stuff. Congratulations on your level ups. I hope they're fun. And beyond that, I'll raid us out. So thank you, players.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna mute chat. Okay. All right, players. Not players. All right, chat. We're gonna find ourselves someone else to raid out to. Thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate all of you. Let's go ahead and turn that off. All right. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. I think, should we raid out into more D&D? I think we could. Actually, how long has she been streaming? Oh, she just started not that long ago. Okay, we're gonna raid in my friend Rika. She is playing Monster Hunter Wilds, and we're gonna go with a good old-fashioned Viking raid. Friends, if you don't have my emotes, use whatever emotes you have. Just be polite, read the room, and as always, please be polite to the streamer we're about to drop in on. They might be in the middle of something and may not be able to respond to us right away. I'm sure they'll get to us if they can when they can. If you like the streamer's content, please give them a follow. If you realize that content, give them a subscribe. You're not required to do either, but do remember, follow is free. All right, and we will be back Sunday. I don't have anything tomorrow unless I decide to do a morning stream. But beyond that, guys, please stay safe, eat well, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.